Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today it's on the weekend, it's on Saturday evening. I'm just chilling here at home on my sofa as usual, enjoying a glass of beer and contemplating about life. Life is full of things. Yesterday guys, I was watching a video from Lynn. I don't know, I think you guys Lynn, and she was interviewing this lady from the US, not the US, from Canada. She's a Kenyan lady, but her family moved to Canada. So her mom and her brother, and she was explaining how life is in Canada, how she had to struggle, even though she was quite well educated when she left Kenya. But when she went to Canada, when she migrated to Canada, she had to start from the beginning, guys, and it was a struggle. And she was explaining how a lot of people, especially as African people who live in the diaspora, we, when we are here, we kind of send maybe the wrong signal back at home, or the wrong message, because we don't really talk about our feelings. We don't talk about our situation, our real situation. We kind of tend to maybe, send the wrong message back at home. People at home think we have money because we don't really open up and tell them what we're going through. You don't tell them your actual situation, and people back at home, they expect a lot from you. They expect you to send them money regularly. They expect you to pay for their school fees. They expect, like if you have siblings who are in school and they're in school fees, they expect that you support them. They expect that you send them Christmas gifts, you buy them household stuff, maybe even buy land and stuff like that. But they don't really know your situation, and they don't really ask you how you're doing. And I really like that video because it spoke to me. It really spoke to me. Since I came to Germany, it's not like it's been easy for me. I had to struggle a lot to be where I am now. And even when I was struggling, when I didn't have sufficient money, when I didn't have a well-paying job, when I was working part-time, I still had responsibilities that I had to meet, and that were expected of me. I had brothers and sisters at home that were looking up to me to help and support. I had my parents, I had the extended family, and everybody was just looking at me. And at one time, it just became too much, like I started literally blocking people because they were like let's just say some cousin or nephew or whatever. They just write me, they're like, oh, hi. So you're like, oh, finally somebody remembered me. And you're so happy reading the message. And then the next thing is like, can you send me some money for this? And sometimes the reason they wanted the money was just so stupid, like it's nothing. It wasn't emergencies, and I'm like, oh God, but I'm so broke. And when you try to tell them that you're so broke, they don't seem to believe you, because they think you're living here, you must have sufficient money, so how can you say that you have no money? And I sometimes even have to make screenshots of my bank account and send them to show them that I actually have no money, that I'm like that I am broke, and I ended up making a lot of enemies in the process. I lost a lot of friends in the process. People were only interested in me because I was sending them money. And once I came clean and said that I can't support them, that I can't help them, and that if somebody asks me for money, I'm going to block them. They just stopped talking to me. They stopped writing to me completely, and it was a pity because I thought they were my friend, but apparently it seems that they were just interested in my money. And I also had to come clean to my parents, to my brothers and sisters. I had to tell them that my situation is not so good, even if I live in Europe. At that time, I was studying and only working part-time. They shouldn't expect so much from me, you know. And, even like our parents, sometimes they push us a lot. Like my dad was expecting, still is expecting a lot from me, you know, like you have to do this, you have to do that, you know, the son of so and so did that, or the daughter of so and so did that. Why are you not doing that? Why are you not doing this? Why are you not buying this? Why are you not buying that? They put you under so much pressure. Like I remember sometime my dad put me under so much pressure. I had to borrow money from a friend of mine to do what he wanted me to do. If it was my own way, I'll never have borrowed the money. I'll never have done what I did that time. I would have waited because it was not the right time to do what my dad wanted me to do. But he put me under so much pressure, and he was insisting and insisting and insisting and insisting until I gave up. You know, I gave in basically, and I asked a friend of mine to borrow me quite a large amount of money, and then I did what my dad wanted. But it was not really my own wish. It was not my own way. I just was doing it because, you know, it's my dad. I have to respect my dad. And other relatives, some of them were like that. They're like, you have to send me money for this, you have to send me money for that. One needs money for school fee, one needs money for hospital bills, one needs money for, I don't know, for Christmas gifts, you know. It just became too much. And at one time I was like, you know what, guys, I just need to come clean. I just need to tell you that, guys, I do not have money. I'm not a millionaire. I am struggling. I have to struggle to make ends meet here. And when I get some money, when I have an extra 50 euros, you know, that's like 5,000 shillings, I will send it to you. You don't have to ask me. I know you are suffering in Kenya. I know it's hard in Kenya. It's not easy, but you don't have to ask me. Just wait for me. When I have the money, I'll send you. In the meantime, you could just ask me, send me a message, ask me how I'm doing without said, you know, like the first line is hi, the next line is, can you send me money? It's not good, you know. And in fact, when I think a lot of people who live abroad can bear me witness, when you see such a message from somebody who keeps on asking you money, you already have this thought in mind, the next thing they're going to ask me is money. So you kind of either you ignore the message, or you just, you know, ask them, oh, so what do you want now? You know, even if they meant good intention, you're so used to them asking you for money that you are like, you know, you are triggered when you see a message from such a person. And there's no genuine friendship in such cases. It's just money-based relationships, and that is not good, guys. So this lady came really clean and said how she struggled even with depression, even with, she was thinking of committing suicide. You know, she was going through a lot, and nobody in Kenya seemed to understand. You know, they were like, oh, she's in Canada, she must be living well, she must be having the money, you know. But it's not always like that, guys. We struggle, you know, like the struggle is real. Like we go through a lot of shit here. We do a lot of stuff that normally I wouldn't do if I was in Kenya, for example. I take jobs that I would probably not take, but I take them because I need to make money. And I'm not talking about just me. I'm talking about a lot of people here, especially the African diaspora community. We do a lot of things just to make sure that we are trying to, you know, help you guys back at home. So when sometimes it becomes hard for us, I think you should also give us, you know, cut us the slack, you know, give us a little bit of understanding. Know that it's not easy, you know. Don't always expect something from us, you know. Just say hi to us, for example. Just ask us, how you doing, you know, how was your day? Is your situation better, you know? I have a brother, my brother who follows me. I really love him. He's really a great guy, and we grew up together because you know, I'm only one year older than him, 1 year, few months older than him. So we are really like twins, and he understands me, I understand him. We don't even have to talk. and he sacrificed a lot for me. My parents could not afford to take both of us to school, when it came to the time to go to high school, because we basically completed primary school at the same time, or just 1 year apart. And my brother, and also actually my other sisters, they had to sacrifice going to high school that I could go to high school, because my dad could not afford taking all of us to high school at the same time. So they really put their life aside, their academic desires aside, that I could stay in school. And that's something I can never forget. So this brother and my other two sisters, they never asked me for money. Never. I have to send them money. Sometimes I just think, okay, I have this extra money that I don't need. I'll just send them money, And they are still not they're not doing so well, but they're not poor, they have their struggles, but they understand my situation, and I understand their situation, and they just know that when our brother has something, he's going to help us, so they don't have to ask me for it, and we have this kind of a relationship that we don't even, we don't have to say what we need, we don't have to say what we want, because we know, and that I feel really lucky that I have this brother and these two sisters who really understand my situation, and who know that when I have, I have, and when I don't have, I don't have. And when they send me messages, I know they really mean what they're saying. And the only time they would ask me for money when it's really an emergency, when they really have looked everywhere else and they have run out of options, out of choices, and then they're like, well, we just have to tell our brother, this is the way it is. And they normally don't even tell me directly. They start explaining to me the situation, why they need my help, and then if they always say, if you can help us, if not, we understand, and for me that's really important. And sometimes when I have no money to send them and I really want to help them, I feel really bad, because I know they sacrificed a lot for me, to make me the person I am, and that's something I cherish, But then I have other relatives who I don't even knew they existed. I only knew they existed when I came to Europe, and all of a sudden they were getting closer and closer to me. But then I quickly realized that they were not really interested in me, they were just interested in my wallet, and quickly I couldn't continue those relationships. I cut the relationship short. I was like, no, if this is the only thing that you're interested in me, then I don't want to be friends with you. I also have friends who were like that, and they just kept on pestering me, asking me, demanding me money from me, and I reached a point where I was like, I changed my phone number, I even open a new email account, and just terminated all kind of contact with such people, because I can't deal with such people. They are toxic relationships, and I don't think they are healthy, and I don't think it's worth continuing such relationships. So guys, this is for people back at home. Please know that we are not millionaires. If your brother or sister or cousin or nephew or whatever, whoever is abroad, if they are lucky and if they have a lot of money, then just count yourself lucky. But most of us, we struggle like anybody else. We have bills to pay, we have things that we need to think about before we can check our budget to see if there's something we still can help you with. And so you should understand, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And please, when you send us a message, please don't always send the next line to be, can you help me with this much money? If it's a genuine situation that you are in, explain to it first, and then ask us, how much can you help with? Don't make unreasonable demands. It's not fair for us, it's not fair for you. It's just going to destroy the relationships that we might have built. Anyway guys, that was just something I thought, and I thought I should put it out there. And I really wish you all the best, and as I always say, stay melanated, stay blessed, no matter what skin color you are, no matter your size, no matter your height, you are fabulous. Bye.